Okay, let's talk about what I'm looking for credit. Look at a couple things. Look in the top left-hand corner where it says 2,000 pounds and 1,500 pounds. Wherever you see that measurement, I also want to see the units of pounds. So you look at the sides where I use the trig, it's not just 2,000, but it's 2,000 pounds. It's not just 1,500, but it's 1,500 pounds. Then you look down later on in the summations, it's negative 250 pounds. And then in some of the forces in the y direction, it's 3,031 pounds. So wherever the units are on that original set of vectors, I want to see those units carried out throughout everything you've done over here. I'm also looking for the setup. If I look at the top left-hand corner, I want to see those components that are up there in red. They need to be drawn nice and big, so I'm looking for a big diagram. I'm looking for the components, and I don't want to see a numerical answer. I want to see the equation. So instead of writing 2,000 pounds cosine 60 and figuring out what the answer is, I just wanted to say 2,000 pounds cosine 60. Then downwards, I want to see where it says the summation of the forces. So I'm looking for that to tell me what's going on. And then I'm looking for all the math that's there. And the next line would have just the answers. So I need to see the equation you're using and the answer with units. Finally, on the net force, or the resultant in this case, I'm looking for a second triangle. My second triangle should be scaled roughly based upon the numbers. So 250 is a lot smaller than 3,000, so I made it smaller than 3,000, so it looks kind of like what it should be. And I've got the angle diagrammed out where that is in the corner with all the tails. And I have my resultant, which I'm calling the net force in this case. And at the top of the screen on the right-hand side, I can see where it says find Fnet, so find whatever that is, if it's a force, E field, whatever the number is. But that's what you do there. I'm showing the equation, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And I'm showing it with numbers, and then I'm showing my final answer. And what I'm going to have you do is, we'll skip that. And then for find direction, I also want to see the direction, and the direction is the inverse tangent, which actually there's a little bit of a typo there. And I want to see the math that you're doing as well as the final answer. And that's as much as I need to get the answer. I know this page says each square is scaled, but I'm not going to care about the scaling on this little quiz or test.